It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. It's God's side. It's God's side. Period. All of these deviants is all catching hell. It's up for all of them. Whoever you is, it's God's side. It's God's side. All lies will be exposed. That's all. It's God's side. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen. Amen.
Gee.
Katt Williams was right. Katt Williams was right when he was on Club Shay Shay. He said, it's up for all of them. It's up for all of them. And today, we about to see one of them get their karma. Y'all remember, Kevin Hart just had a roast. It was a comedian who goes by the name of Tony Hinchcliffe. He had a George Floyd joke. He said George Floyd is looking up. He laughing so hard that he can't breathe. And those people thought it was funny. But today is starting to manifest, y'all. He got his karma, y'all. He got his karma. And we about to be reacting to the whole breakdown. Before we start, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all hype this video because our people need to see the destruction of these people that have been making us the butt of their jokes for so many years. So get this out in the algorithm, y'all. If y'all don't do it for me, please do it for your people because we gotta see the downfall of these people. Check this out, y'all.
The racist comedian Tony Hinchcliffe, who disrespected George Floyd at the Kevin Hart roast and the Tom Brady roast and continued to try to make black people the butt of every joke of his, finally gets his karma.
Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all laughing so hard that he can't breathe. God bless you, Kevin.
This dude's entire shtick as a comedian is making racist jokes about minority groups. He's not really that funny at all, to be honest. But he relies on the outrage from these minority groups so they can make a big fuss about it. He gets a moment. He goes viral. People are talking about him. And then he rakes in the cash and the reward from the virality. Because even though he does terrible comedy, the numbers are still there due to the backlash. He already finessed us.
AKA Andrew Schultz. Andrew Schultz did the same thing on his podcast when he was speaking about Kendrick Lamar.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, first of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate and all security, they will destroy me. They'll find me in the street, cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. And there's nothing he could do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual or not.
Now remember, Andrew Schultz did it. And bruh, I'm telling you, we cannot take our foot off the gas. We cannot. We must still talk about these people, y'all.
Once with the George Floyd joke because black folks was outraged, the conversation got extended, he got a moment, the moment lasted a really long time. This was a cultural conversation. So like his cachet increased. Pissing off black folks worked, right? Because he can go back to his audience and say, I'm Tony Hinchcliffe. I'm the edgy one who's gonna say what these comedians won't say. The clout we gave him for the George Floyd joke got sweet in his mouth and he tried to replicate the moment. He tried to finesse us again into making his Netflix special into a viral cultural moment, and it didn't.
Same thing. They are using our culture by disrespecting us as a stepping stool. They're getting viral off of being disrespectful and then try to transfer over to ticket sales. And guess what?
It didn't work. It fell flat on his face.
It didn't
because
work.
Black folks just ignored it, like completely. And because we ignored it and didn't give him the moment,
let's go, people
had to judge the comedy special just off the jokes. And what proceeded to follow is one of the most disastrous, epic failures in the history of Netflix special.
Alright, so it looks like Tony Hinchcliffe, who you might recognize as the zesty host and founder of Kill Tony, just released a brand new comedy special on Netflix recently titled Man of the People. And unsurprisingly enough, it was so weird and terrible that you honestly can't even consider it as comedy. If anything, it was more of like a boring racist TED Talk with audience participation involved.
You have black friends? What's one of their names? Sean. Wow, perfect. Deshaun. Now I believe you.
I mean, it was very clearly tailored for an audience that enjoys
He tried to do it again. He tried to get the same impact that he did with the Kevin Hart roast, but it's not working. It's not working.
predictable racial stereotype jokes, pro-ICE talking points, and an endless stream of glaze for Donald Trump. But to make it even worse, there weren't even any clever punchlines. Like he would just say a racial stereotype out loud and expect a massive roar from the audience.
I study all the different cultures, and coming from an all-black neighborhood, you learn a lot. What's a big stereotype about black guys? Here's one that you've probably heard. Black men love eating chicken. And my studies show that that's true. Black men do love eating chicken. We all love eating chicken, but black men fucking love eating chicken.
First off, I'm so proud of us, man. Us sitting back and refusing to be outraged and just allowing people to judge the special based on the jokes was the best thing we could have done, man. Because bro drowning. Look at the jokes he thought was Netflix special worthy. You won't even be able to guess the punchline of this joke. I didn't even show y'all the punchline yet. The punchline is so terrible, it's so horrible that I can't even begin to fathom why a comedian would think this is funny. But he was relying on just spewing hateful racism, thinking we will be outraged, we'll make this big stir about it, it will be controversy.
Black friends is what I know. If you don't have a...
Black men love chicken.
So here's the punchline that fell on deaf ears. And he's not funny anyway. Y'all know that it was white men that made those jokes at the Kevin Hart roast. It was all white men that made those jokes. And I heard this was a retaliation from when Drewski was making fun of Erica Kirk. That's what this is about. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. These people are out for revenge. And we all gotta wake up. We gotta get it out there.
Here's the punchline.
What you don't know, if you don't have a lot of black friends, is what I know, which is that black men do not love eating eggs. Interesting, right? Because even in the chicken world, they don't want to be around their children.
Nigga, what?
I'm around my children every day. I'm around my children every day. I don't know what he's talking about. For anybody that's outside this country, black men are around their children every day. The statistics shows we are more in our children's lives more than any other race of men in the world. So I don't know what he's talking about. And I eat eggs. I eat eggs a lot. I'm about to go fry some up now. Put some seasoning salt on them joints. Probably chop up a couple peppers or something like that. I don't know where he get his studies from.
What? And bro really sat there too. Yo,
how'd you like that?
Yo, bro really sat there like, yeah, I said it. I said it, guys. That was just, it wasn't even some good racism. It just wasn't funny. It was piss poor. It was trash, which is why the reviews on this comedy special is so terrible.
Wow.
Bro went out of his way to try to make us the butt of the joke, and it failed, bro. What kind of joke is that? Oh, black men love chicken, but they don't love eggs. You know why? Because even in the chicken world, that don't even logically make sense. Black men are not in the chicken world. What are you talking about? Hey,
Poetic Flocko on my good side today. He gave Kendrick Lamar his flowers the other day, man. He like nonstop with it. Like nonstop with it. It's but we gonna tackle that.
The eggs aren't the black men kids. What are you talking about? Black men eat chicken. Wouldn't the eggs be the kids of the chicken? So what would that have to do with the black men? Huh?
Don't break that ignorance
or
down, man.
Like, again, The joke itself doesn't even make sense.
It don't.
He was trying, bro. This man pulled every stop, bro. He made every joke under the sun he could make, and it just didn't work.
I've never said the N-word before on stage. But if you ever stub your toe in the middle of the night, try it.
I really enjoy watching American Redact, Podcast Cringe, even my boy Comedy Reinforcement, who just came back after like a year off. I really enjoy watching them cook these dudes. It's my guilty pleasure to watch them cook these dudes, bro. Like these far-right, extreme, like Austin comedy scene. These dudes have realized like a year or two ago, hey, bro, we don't really got to be funny. All we really got to be able to do is piss off people and say, I guess, offensive things. And if we say offensive things and cater to the worst society has to offer, then we'll always, for the most part, have a career, right? Because we just piss off people who don't like us anyway, and they'll watch us because they're mad, and then we can still get the money from, like these deplorables and degenerates who find jokes like this funny. But the reason why his comedy special bombed and we're starting to see the accelerated downfall.
I'm going to tell you what we're starting to see. Y'all remember that there was a shift at one point in time, whereas though that if you were out there and you had no talent, then it's whatever the people, as far as the elites, they put money behind you, you were lit. I believe that's starting to rotate out of here. I believe it's starting to be talent now. People are starting to want those jokes, real punchlines, stuff like that. Now, what I believe he tried to do, because they said he start talking about politics and all of that in his comedy, but I believe he's trying to take the Dave Chappelle route. You can't do that. You can't take the Dave. First of all, don't nobody know you for real, bro. Don't nobody know you for real. You probably don't write your own jokes. And you're corny, bro. You're frail. You stand up there. You got your hand on your belt. Like, what you look uncomfortable, man.
Of a lot of these far-right, edgy comedians, especially in Austin, is because they were not predicting for the climate to change so fast. See, when in 2023 or 2024, when they was doing this nonsense, it was edgy, they were the first, it was offensive, and the deplorables with an appetite for this type of degeneracy, this was the only place they could get it at. But because the climate has changed so fast after Trump got elected, now the degenerates who essentially you have to drown. Again, it didn't stop here.
Check it out. Check it out.
He continued and tried to antagonize almost every minority group, Black, Asians. He really tried his best to get a moment, and it just failed.
Aside from the blatant racism masked in the cadence and delivery of a good joke, what makes this special even worse is that it was made up of probably 80% crowd work. Like most of the time, Tony was just making conversation with people sitting in the front row, which is pretty...
I'm starting to see that a lot, too. Who else was doing it? It was either Andrew Schultz or a Cash Singh. They just trying to conversate with the crowd, and that carry them on through the show. They don't have no originality. They don't have any jokes. They just bouncing off ideas with the crowd. Probably talk about somebody's outfit. Probably talk about their sneakers or something like that, and then they think that's the end. No, you can't put that on Netflix and thinking that it's gonna do numbers, boy.
Sad considering the fact that all the elite comics Tony thinks he's on par with rarely
you ain't mess with
ever
George
include
Carlin.
audience interactions in their official comedy specials. Like these are supposed to be extremely fine-tuned, hour-long sets of the best material they've come up with over the past few years. So the fact that this special mainly consisted of boring, racist crowd work really just shows you how Tony Hinchcliffe is a white belt in stand-up comedy.
Asian lady, what kind of Asian are you? Chinese? I love it. What's your name? Coco? Koto? Tong Tong. Talk Talk. Talk Talk? Talk Talk? Talk Talk?
Now, I will say this. We have a history of not standing up for our own people. But now them days are starting to change. We starting to stand up for our own people, right? But I'm going to tell you, the reason why them whites don't be talking about them Asians and them Indians and stuff like that, because them people, they start standing up. And he might have just messed up with this one right here. Because she's not the only one that's named Tall wherever she from. They probably going to come on. Hey, look, you better be careful. You better be careful. See, we just starting to get our shit together. You know what I mean? But yeah, make sure y'all share this video. Make sure y'all hype this video. Get this out there so they can get exposed, y'all.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I just downloaded that app last week. Holy shit.
So the most hilarious part about this special is that these jokes are essentially the best material Tony could come up with over the past 10 years. Like, this is the set that he thought was worthy for his official Netflix special, which is just super pathetic. I mean, it's no wonder he had his last Netflix special, One Shot, completely scrubbed from the internet. He wasn't good at comedy back then, and by the looks of whatever this slop is that he just released, he isn't good at comedy now. I mean, it just seems as if he stopped progressing as a comedian.
Objectively, that
Y'all do not be fooled by the people that's in the front row and they seem like they laughing so much that that's paid for. They pay for people and sit them in the front seat. They have the lead the other crowd to think that the joke is funny. It's not funny. They set people up, they pay them and sit them in the front row to make it seem like it is funny, but it's not. And they over-exaggerate the joke and their laughter. I'm telling you, this is what they do, y'all.
that's just bad. Like, that's just terrible. That's just one of the worst jokes I think I've ever heard in my life. Yo, you would think this dude was, I don't know, at like an open mic or something, bro, just trying out comedy for the first time.
Yeah, he
It
trash.
still wasn't funny.
Come on,
People still laughed at him.
Once Kill Tony took off, because this comedy special was so lazy that even some of the jokes in the special were recycled from previous ones. Like that one joke he told about how Elon Musk's rockets could deport the most amount of illegal immigrants in the fastest way possible. That joke was pretty much identical to the joke he told in that poor quality Twitter special he put out following the Trump rally controversy.
Look, immigration's real. And now our president has brought into the fold to help our government the one and only Elon Musk, a man whose fifth most important job is building the world's largest rockets, flying them to outer space, and then flying them back seamlessly. Trump's teamed up with Elon Musk. You gotta love it. The Rocket Man. What's my point? Do you have any idea how fast you can get illegal immigrants back to where they came from? On a rocket? You know how fast you can get illegal immigrants back where they came from? In a rocket?
Telling that
Boo. Now, we all heard regurgitated jokes before. We heard comedians, say they jokes over before. This is why some comedians don't allow you to have a phone in their stand-up comedy session. But one thing I'm happy for is that their own people are calling them out. I like that. And to talk about this, right? Battle rappers have to have a new rap every battle. Not only that, each round. And they go for 3 rounds. Each round, it could range from 2.5 minutes to 3 minutes. So that's 9 minutes of material each battle. I heard Loaded Lux break that down like, wow, people will lose their damn mind if a battle rapper would get up and say the same thing he said in the previous battle. That is crazy. That goes to show you that our people put in a lot of work in whatever they do. So, you know what I mean? It's like, these people are lazy. And I see why they always needed us to help build. Or to build, not help build, excuse me. To build. You know what I'm saying? This is why, because they the lazy ones. This is why they put that name on us. Yeah, they're lazy. Nah, we are the ones who work hard. We are the ones who come up with the jokes. We are the ones that can stand up for hours on end, tell jokes, do crowd work and all of that, and still survive through the whole thing. But that's the end of the video. Link gonna be in the description. Y'all check the whole thing out. You know what I mean? But make sure y'all get this out in the algorithm. Subscribe, hype this video up, do what you gotta do. Because they need to be exposed, bro. They can't keep getting away with making our people the butt of their jokes and thinking that they gonna have a successful career after that. Nah, them days is over, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Big Kish signing out. Going, y'all.